Here's a secret nobody tells you. Rich countries don't get rich because they're smarter, or because they work harder, or because they discovered some magical formula. They stay rich because of one simple rule. And almost nobody notices it, meanwhile, until it's too late. Billions of people around the world keep trying to copy the rich country's playbook. They study their schools, their companies, their money. And yet, something never works the same way. Why? That's what we're about to uncover. Look at America, Germany, Japan. Now look at countries struggling to catch up. On paper, they have the same potential. Natural resources, people, ideas. So why the gap? It's not luck. It's not culture. It's not even clever leaders. Pause. Truth is, rich countries discovered an invisible advantage centuries ago. And it compounds. Like interest. Every year it grows. Slowly. Quietly. Until it becomes impossible to catch up. In 1800, Britain's GDP per person was about $1,000 in today's dollars. By 1900, it had tripled. Meanwhile, India and China were barely moving. And it wasn't because they didn't work. It was because they weren't following the rule. So what is this rule? It's deceptively simple. Rich countries protect what they produce. That's it. But the way they do it is anything but obvious, and it. Take Britain again. They didn't just invent steam engines or factories. They built laws, courts, and systems to make sure no one could steal what they created. If you innovated, you kept the reward. If someone owed you money, you could enforce it. If you invested in a factory, your property stayed yours. Simple, but revolutionary. Most of the world, not so much. Rules were murky, enforcement weak, bribes common. Your hard work could vanish overnight. Suddenly, innovation feels risky. Here's the twist. Once a country starts protecting what it produces, wealth compounds. Not like a bank account, more like a snowball rolling downhill. Every invention leads to another. Every factory produces profits that can build more factories. Every law that protects property attracts more investment. Germany in the late 1800s did this perfectly. They codified intellectual property laws. Patents meant if you invented a machine, you could sell it. You could reinvest your earnings without fear. Contrast this with countries where kings could seize land or empires could raise sudden taxes. Risk kills growth. Every time. And here's the kicker. The richer a country gets, the easier it becomes to stay rich. Systems self-reinforce. We call it the advantage of advantage. Or more plainly, success breeds more success. Let's put some numbers on this. In 1820, the top 5 richest countries were in Europe. Their average GDP per capita, around $1,200. India, $550. China, $600. Fast forward 200 years. The richest countries now average $45,000 per person. India, $2,500. China, $12,000. Notice anything? The countries that stayed rich enforced property, innovation, and trade rules consistently. Those that didn't fell behind. It's not magic, it's math, and it's ruthless. Small differences early on become enormous gaps over time. A little protection of your ideas today becomes a mountain of wealth tomorrow. And here's the irony. The world watches the rich countries and tries to imitate the surface-level stuff. We need their schools. We need their factories. We need their apps and companies. But they forget the hidden rule. Protect what you produce. Enforce it. Reward it. Without that, copying fails. It's like trying to plant a tree in a garden without soil. You can water it, but it won't grow. Even worse, some countries make the opposite mistake. They create incentives that punish success. Corrupt courts, unstable property rights, or sudden taxes. It's not just slow growth. It's growth that disappears. So what does this mean right now? Emerging economies are booming. People are innovating, building startups, creating wealth. But unless the rule is in place, protection of property, enforcement of contracts, and secure investment, it's like pouring water into a leaky bucket. Even rich countries know this. They didn't just get lucky, they built systems that lock an advantage. And they tweak them constantly to stay ahead. It's subtle, invisible, but devastatingly effective. Think about your own country. Are your innovators protected, rewarded, secure? Or are they just running in place? So here's the uncomfortable truth. Wealth isn't just created. It's defended. It's preserved. It compounds quietly over generations. Rich countries stay rich because they follow the rule consistently. And for anyone hoping to catch up, ignoring it is the fastest way to fail. It's simple. It's brutal. And it's the secret the textbooks barely whisper.